There was a man who was always almost there, almost successful, almost happy, almost ready, almost brave enough, almost finished. His life looked normal from the outside, perhaps even good. He smiled. He worked hard. People liked him. People respected him. If you asked his friends how he was doing, they would say he was doing fine, because he was fine. That was the strange part. Nothing was obviously wrong, and yet every night, before he went to sleep, he felt the same thing. A quiet dissatisfaction, a subtle ache, like standing outside a house that belonged to him while watching someone else live inside it. The feeling had no name. He could not explain it. He only knew that he had felt it for a very long time. He told himself it would pass. It didn't. Months passed. Years passed. The feeling stayed. One evening he met an old man sitting alone beneath a lantern. The old man was feeding crumbs to birds. The younger man sat down beside him. They sat in silence for several minutes. Then the old man said something unusual. "You are late." The younger man looked around. "Late?" The old man nodded. "Very late." The younger man smiled politely. "I'm sorry, I don't think we've met." "We haven't." The old man nodded again. "But I have been expecting you." The younger man laughed. "I think you have the wrong person." The old man smiled. "No." Then he pointed toward the younger man's chest. "You're exactly the person I expected." The younger man became quiet, because something about the old man's certainty was unsettling. He seemed to know something, something the younger man himself did not know. The old man said, "Tell me something." "What? How many times today did you say no to yourself?" The younger man frowned. "I don't understand." The old man nodded. "Most people don't." Then he began. "Did you have an idea today?" The younger man thought. "Yes." "Ignored it?" "Yes." "Did you think about calling someone?" "Yes." "And then decide tomorrow would be better?" "Yes." "Did you think about beginning something?" "Yes." "And then tell yourself you would start later?" "Yes." The younger man's expression slowly changed. The old man continued. "Did you think about resting?" "Yes." "But choose your phone instead?" "Yes." "Did you think about speaking honestly?" "Yes." "But decide it would be uncomfortable?" "Yes." The old man nodded. "There it is." The younger man stared. "What?" The old man smiled. "The missing pieces." The younger man frowned. "What missing pieces?" The old man leaned back. "Most people imagine their lives are built by big decisions. They are not. They are built by thousands of tiny betrayals." The younger man was silent, because he had never thought of it that way. Betrayal. It felt harsh, too harsh. The old man saw his reaction. "I do not mean dramatic betrayal. I mean the small kind, the kind that no one sees, the promises you make to yourself and quietly break." The younger man looked down. The old man continued. "You think your life is being built by the things you do. It is mostly being built by the things you almost do." The younger man sat very still, because suddenly dozens of memories were appearing. Books he never started, trips he never took, conversations he never had, ideas he never explored. The old man pointed toward the sky. "Imagine every abandoned decision became a star." The younger man looked upward. "How bright would your sky be?" The younger man laughed, then stopped laughing, because he knew it would be beautiful and heartbreaking. The old man nodded. "Exactly." Then he said something that the younger man would remember for the rest of his life. "People do not fail because they make terrible decisions. Most people fail because they become experts at almost." The younger man sat in silence. Then he asked, "How do I stop?" The old man smiled. "You don't." The younger man frowned. The old man continued. "You will always feel fear. You will always hesitate. You will always be uncertain. The goal is not to remove those things. The goal is to stop obeying them." The younger man thought about this, then asked another question. "When did this happen?" The old man smiled. "What? When did I become this person?" The old man looked at him, then answered quietly. The day you stopped trusting yourself. The younger man's eyes lifted. The old man continued. It did not happen all at once. It happened one small promise at a time. I'll start tomorrow. I'll call later. I'll rest this weekend. I'll do it when I'm ready. Each promise seemed harmless, but every broken promise was a vote against yourself, against your own voice, against your own trust, until eventually something strange happens. You stop believing yourself. The younger man sat very still, because suddenly something impossible was becoming obvious. He did not trust himself. If he told himself he would start on Monday, he didn't believe it. If he told himself he would exercise tomorrow, he didn't believe it. If he told himself he would rest, he didn't believe it, because experience had taught him otherwise. The old man nodded. That is the real cost. The younger man whispered, I thought my problem was discipline. The old man smiled. No, your problem is trust. Then he said something extraordinary. The most important relationship in your life is the one nobody sees. The younger man looked up. The relationship with yourself. If that relationship breaks, everything else eventually follows. The younger man sat quietly, then asked, How do I rebuild it? The old man smiled. Small promises. The younger man frowned. That's all? The old man nodded. Very small promises. So small that failing would feel absurd, the younger man thought. The old man continued. Read one page, walk for 5 minutes, call one person, write one sentence, put the phone away for 10 minutes. Then he smiled. You are not rebuilding your life. You are rebuilding trust. The younger man stared at the lantern. The flame moved gently in the wind. Then the old man said something beautiful. Do not chase transformation. Chase evidence. The younger man looked confused. The old man pointed toward him. Every small promise you keep is evidence. Evidence that you are becoming someone you can trust. Then he paused, and eventually something remarkable happens. You stop negotiating. You stop saying tomorrow. You stop waiting, because the person making the promise and the person keeping it become the same person again. Months passed. The younger man changed, not dramatically. His life did not suddenly become extraordinary. That is not how life works. He simply began closing tiny gaps. One page became 10. One walk became a habit. One conversation became a friendship repaired. 1 hour became a project started. The gap between his intentions and his actions grew smaller, and with it, something else disappeared. That strange ache, the feeling of standing outside his own life. 1 year later, he returned to the lantern. The old man was there, still feeding the birds. The younger man sat beside him, then smiled. I'm no longer late. The old man smiled too. No. Then he said, You have finally arrived. The younger man looked around. Arrived where? The old man pointed at him. Here. Then he added, Most people spend their lives trying to arrive somewhere else. A different job, a different body, a different year, a different version of themselves. And they miss the only place they can actually live. This moment, this choice, this tiny promise. The younger man watched the lantern move in the wind. Then he understood. Life was never waiting for him somewhere in the future. Life had been arriving every day, and every day he had been saying, tomorrow, 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 until eventually tomorrow had become years, and years had almost become a lifetime, almost. Then he smiled, because he suddenly realized something. Almost had never been his identity. It had only been his habit, and habits can change. Here is the question this story leaves with you. What promise have you broken to yourself so many times that you no longer believe your own voice? You know exactly what it is, because it appeared in your mind the moment I asked. Do not rebuild your life tonight. That is too large, too dramatic, too impossible. Instead, make one tiny promise. A promise so small your mind cannot argue with it. Then keep it. That is all. Because every extraordinary life begins in a very ordinary way, with a single kept promise. And perhaps The person you have been trying to become all these years is not waiting somewhere in the future at all. Perhaps they have been waiting right here, for you to finally trust yourself enough to arrive.